Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we're going to be taking a look at what you need to hear at this time. So as the title suggests, this is a timeless reading, meaning the messages here are for whenever you click on the video, whenever you watch the video. Obviously, there's no timeline associated with it, so it can be between now and the next few days, the next few weeks, years, whatever it may be for you. So do keep in mind though that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I also don't do personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody or a message, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. And I do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's go ahead and get into this reading for you here, Aquarius. And if this message does resonate, please hit that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we get here for you, Aquarius. Make sure everything is in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. I like to take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. And all right, energy on the bottom, you have the Queen of Wands. So really nice energy here to find on the bottom. This is somebody who is bold and courageous. They're assertive and confident. The Queen of Wands really goes after what they want, but they do it in a way that's kind of passionate and in a way that's creative. In a lot of ways, the Queen of Wands is an incredibly creative energy. And so especially if you've been looking to do something in enterprise, business, anything like that, as it is the suit of wands. And so, yeah, the main message though with this Queen of Wands that I like to bring forward when I get this card though, is that it is a card of attraction, okay? Many people are attracted to the Queen of Wands. And I'm not just talking about in love or romance, but I'm also talking about in the ability to attract situations in the workplace, good situations, projects, raises, anything like that. Everybody wants a piece of the Queen of Wands, you could say. So let's go ahead and put that there and also see what else we have going on here for you, Aquarius. So I really like that opening sort of energy with the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Some of you are looking at this time and kind of like weighing options and decisions here. In this current situation, you have the Two of Pentacles. So this is somebody who's kind of keeping all the plates in the air. You can say that this is one of these cards of juggling energy. And with that, it's like juggling or fluctuating wealth, really. The pentacles can tip in either direction here. It can be a loss, it can be a gain. By default, it is a gain. And with the Knight of Pentacles in the future and the Queen of Wands, I do feel that this is more likely to be a financial gain, if anything, or at least an increase in your abundance in some way. But, at a certain level, I do feel like maybe you are weighing a big decision here or weighing some sort of options. Could mean that some of you have an important decision to make in love. You could have attracted somebody and maybe you're hoping to hear back from them, something like that. For others of you, you are, there's a big financial decision I feel like that some of you are looking at here. And I feel like it's something along the lines of like buying a home or moving to a new apartment or something like it certainly could be a new job. It could be an organizational change, like changing the place that you work. Something like that. But I feel like for some of you, it's a big financial type of decision. In the problem position, you have the King of Swords. So, I do like to say this is like Libra energy, but it could be like really any air sign. However, this King of Swords is somebody who is potentially a leader, somebody in a position of authority. This is somebody who will not really take an emotional interest in you, but they'll help you get from point A to point B. However, I feel like what's going on here is you may need to see the full picture around something at this time as that's showing up in the problem position. What you may really need to do is consult an expert as well. What you also may need to do, some of you, you may need to just like list out pros and cons of a situation or a scenario. I will tell you in my personal life, I'm an Aquarius moon. Not that that matters, but I just feel like, for some reason I felt like saying that. Maybe you have a moon sign. But in my personal life, when I'm in a situation like this, the energy that I'm describing here, I like to, break out a piece of paper and really just do a column for cons and a column for pros and just see them, see them out on paper, and it really helps. And so some of you may resonate with that. In the past, you have the Four of Swords as well. This is somebody who's healing after heartbreak. You can see the Three of Swords card on the banner above them. They are resting in the bed. And, if it's not healing from heartbreak, the Four of Swords talks about rest, recovery, recuperation, meditation, relaxation, healing type of energy. One of those good cards if you've been nursing like an injury or an illness, or there's been something that's just been like heavy on your mind or your emotional situation here. Definitely feel like you've spent some time meditating, or at least maybe you have already made that list of pros and cons here in the past, and you've been meditating on this situation. Now in the future, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is why I feel like for a lot of you, there might be like a house involved here, real estate, something like that going on here, Aquarius, because, this is heavily associated with land, resources, financial resources, anything like that. It's sort of like Capricorn energy, but really this card is positive. This represents arrivals. Okay, there's someone coming forward and rendering an outcome to you. So this is something that's taken time to develop. This is slow and steady growth. This comes with an element of time associated with it. It's not a quick win. It's something you've been diligently chipping away at, working towards, trying to bring into manifestation, and it represents the arrival of that happening. So it's not something you started yesterday. Okay, this is something that's been building, and it's typically within the material areas. So money, resources, finance, investments, maybe even a job, something like that going on. Now, in your conscious awareness here, what's on your mind, you have the Chariot. So this is a really nice card. This is the idea of as above, so below. You can see the sun on the canopy above. In other interpretations of the card, it would be like a star pattern that is on the canopy. And that indicates the universe. It indicates above, heaven, whatever you believe in or don't believe in. It's indicating above. And the Sphinx is here indicating below. And so as it is done in the universe, it is done down here. As you put the work in, you are rewarded here on the earth plane. That's the idea of the Chariot. Your self-discipline, your hard work is paying off. And it does say that you maybe are looking to overcome obstacles at this time. I do see you really doing that here. I don't think it's been a straight line from point A to point B for you. I feel like there's been, I do feel like there's been some roadblocks along the way, and I feel like that's just part of the experience sometimes here on Earth. And in this lower row, you have the Five of Wands. This lower card here is the subconscious. It's what you can't see. It's the hidden. It's the way you talk to yourself. There could be a conflict brewing here between you and another. There could be an internal conflict. I do like to say in the subconscious positions, when I get that Five of Wands, it is typically an internal conflict. I think it's this weighing of options that's really kind of heavy on your mind here. Something you're deliberating over pretty heavily at this time with that Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So I would keep it positive here. I would keep it positive, okay? That's going to really benefit you at this time. Now, where you're headed in the staff, the direction you're going, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Hierophant. So for some of you, this this Knight of Pentacles could represent your workplace, the organization you're part of, the structure you work within, because all of those can be associated with the Hierophant. This can also be a mentor or even a marriage, traditional marriage that maybe you're weighing. Maybe you have an important choice in love here to make. Some of you could really be doing that at this time. I don't like to foretell like divorce or anything. It comes in a lot, I do have to say, in my readings, but I just feel like I'm not really feeling that because I'm seeing this Two of Cups as well. But I just feel like maybe some of you are maybe looking at a traditional situation that you've been in. Maybe it's your family situation, your marriage, your place that you've been working for a long time, and you're looking at it. You're like you're putting all the chips on the table, and you're saying like, okay, what do I want? What do I not want? In your external influence, you have the Hanged Man here, or the Hanging Man in this card deck. So at the end of the day, the Hanged Man's issue is they need to go from being suspended in air, being comfortable where they are, not growing. They need to go from that to letting go. They need to cut the cable and see where they free fall, see where they land. And, you know, for some of you, there's a big sacrifice here that potentially some of you are going to be making in the future. And that could mean getting a job that is more aligned with your values. Maybe there's one thing about the job that's not great, but it's still overall a better situation for you. And, you know, some of you are needing to make a sacrifice in love. Like for some of you, maybe it's like realizing that, you know what, I don't know if I want to be single anymore, as you have this Two of Cups with the Hierophant. And for you, maybe the sacrifice is your personal time that you're giving up a little bit, but you also want to pursue the relationship, you know? There are pros and cons to every situation, you know, and I feel like this is what you're really doing here with that Libra energy, which I'm a Libra sun, right? I understand the indecision. I understand that. You're an air sign too, Aquarius. So like, I feel like there's some level of indecision here that's going on. And, you know, in the hopes and fears, you have actually my favorite love card in the tarot, which is the Two of Cups. This is two people pinging up or syncing up in this lifetime. It's like a perfect partner, a perfect union. That's why I don't feel like there's divorce or breakup energy here. I really don't. I feel like there's a letting go of something. And, you know, for some of you that may be, okay, I'm going to give up a little bit of my time as a single person, but as a result, I get to spend more time with someone I'm interested in, something like that going on. You could also be weighing a partnership here in business, if this is not romantic for you in any way. But yeah, even you and if you are married, like maybe you and your partner are looking at shared resources here, like buying a home together. I'm also seeing. So the outcome is the Four of Cups, okay? So the solution's right in front of your face here, Aquarius, I have to tell you. The problem is you are thinking about what was in the past here. You are thinking about something else. You could just need to really take swift action at this time, because that's not, again, with the Four of Cups and the Hanging Man, very similar energies where they're just kind of, this person's sitting under the tree, this person's hanging in air, they're hanging out. It's kind of like not action energy. And so the outcome is that it's right here, okay? This person or this situation or this solution is right in front of your face. And yeah, you may just need to pursue it at this time. So let's see what else we have here. Let's go ahead and clarify with these three cards, see what wants to come forward. Knight of Pentacles, or excuse me, Ace of Pentacles. We had the Knight in here. So yeah, this is signing off on contracts, signing off on documents, doing paperwork. And with that, it's like this new start in the financial. Because if you really think about like finance, like whether you're getting a home, getting a new apartment, you know, signing a lease, signing a mortgage, getting a new job, you have to sign off on the contract, you know. It's this idea of the first day on the job or the new start or something like that, right? And it's a really positive card. It could even be new money being made available. Another way of looking at the Ace of Pentacles could be like a gift of cash. I just don't see that anywhere else. So I feel like if anything, there's contracts, there's documents being signed. I do feel like your money situation looks very good. And this has been because there's been much deliberation, much weighing of options that you've had here, and that's why it's looking very good. You have this Eight of Swords. You also have this other eight energy here, which is interesting. So you know, that's infinity, power. You know, turn the number 8 on its side. It's the infinity symbol, right? And so the possibilities are unlimited at this time. With this Eight of Swords, and this Eight of Pentacles, you just need to let go of the blindfold, okay? You need to get out of the imprisonment of your mind here, okay? You need to work on getting yourself, like, there's a portion here where it's like, I think indecision is causing you to feel trapped, But you have this Eight of Pentacles, which in this case, it's typically the talent card. But in this case, I feel like this can also speak to progress, things moving forward in a good way, good progress being made. And I feel like there's progress here. And I think you just need to, I can't tell you what to do, but I feel like, if this timeline's for you, you just need to recognize that things are progressing pretty well. So let's see what else we have here. And I think the cards would agree with me on that. With the yes exclamation is, there are two yeses in this Oracle deck. The yes exclamation is a big yes. Wow, you have romance? Okay, so that could also be a yes to a new partnership, the opposite of rejection, which would be a yes, and acceptance, that somebody's interested in you. And I do see that here with this Two of Cups. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, within the next few weeks, so it could be happening soon here. And if you believe, yeah, I feel like this person almost embodies a lot of qualities that you're interested in. If you're here for relationships. Now, also look at this, abundance on the bottom, so definitely like to see that for you. But really, the other message here is I do see a outcome here progressing quickly with the either finance or career situation, where I feel like with the amount of time that's passed, at a certain point you just have to give it up and start believing that it's going to happen, right? Because if you're doing all the work and you're doing everything you need to do, the last part is to just trust. And I think you're trying to do that at this time, which is great. All right, so you have community, despair, thoughts, sudden wealth, adjudication, and marriage. Yeah. This would be like tying the knot. Marriage is a legal contract. You have adjudication. I don't know if it's, I don't see divorce here. I really don't. I feel like if anything is tying the knot, finding a romance, like finding a long-term partnership, something like that. I'm not saying you're going to get hitched within like a month. I'm not saying that. It's something that's maybe been brewing, but I feel like if anything, this person's long-term. There's also something here around money, maybe cash or finances being made available with sudden wealth. This could be a higher paying job. This could be an investment paying off. 777 energy. So we had the 888, we had the 777. You also have this community card. I'm doing this on 1111, by the way, the portal. So yeah, big angel numbers. You may want to look those up, or numerology in general. So yeah, your thoughts here at this time are very important, as is always the case. But I feel like being positive at this time is really going to help cut through any sort of mental conflict. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. You can sign up for my email list there. Always grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you for your support, and I will see you in the next one.